Good morning, everyone. My name is Piyush Goenka, and today I am here to present a topic on understanding about the farm bill and your perspective. Let's begin the presentation. The Farm Bill 2020. The bill was introduced in Lok Sabha on 14 September and it was passed in Lok Sabha on 17 September 2020. In Rajya Sabha, it was passed on 20 September 2020. The bill received presidential assent on 20 September 2020. It was introduced by Mr. Narendra Singh Tomar, who was the Minister of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. The Farm Bill has three ordinances. Number 1. Farmer Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Bill 2020. The Farmer Agreement of Price Assurance and Farmer Service Bill 2020. The Essential Commodities Bill 2020. Let's begin with first ordinance, that is Farmer Produce Trade and Commerce Bill 2020. Through this, farmer can enter into written agreement with anyone, including a company, and sell them their produce for a set period of time as per the contract. In other words, company can have contract with farmer for buying produce. They can set the price for the produce, the standard and the qualities and other legalities beforehand. Previously, APMC law were limited to market yard, and the ordinance will allow private parties to set up an online trading platform and a dispute resolution mechanism for buyer and farmer to be operated by a subdivisional magistrate. The second bill was the Farmer Agreement of Price Assurance and Farm Service Bill 2020. The state government can set up APMC, that is Agriculture Produce Market Committee, which in turn set up market or mandis in several places in the state. It is here that farmers bring their produce and wholesale and retail trader come to buy the produce through auctions. The APMC across the country ensure that farmers get a fair price for their produce and are not forced to make a distressed sale. The buyer and commission agents are regulated by the APMCs by providing them license, levying market fees, and such charges are regulated. Now, second ordinance talks about the contract farming that permit farmer to sell their produce outside of the APMC through a framework for farmers to enter into a direct contract with those who wish to buy farm produce, and they can sell interstate or interstate or even online. The third ordinance was the Essential Commodities Bill 2020. The Essential Commodity Act was brought in several decades back. In 1955, the Act basically controlled the production, the supply, and the distribution of certain commodities that are essential. The Essential Commodity Bill 2020 deregulated the production, storage, movement, and the sale of several major foodstuffs, including cereals, pulses, edible oil, and onions, except in the case of extraordinary circumstances. The bill suggests that for horticulture produce, a stocking limit can be only invoked if there is a 100% increase in retail price and 50% increase in retail price of non-perishable agriculture food stuff using a base price. The base price would be the retail price in the preceding 12 months or the average retail price of the last 5 years, whichever is lower. In my opinion, farmers are debt-ridden, starved of funding, and of assured price mechanism. The three legislation, if taken together, accentuate the crisis even further. In the absence of guaranteed support price mechanism, the legislation even fail to mention a very strong support for the MSP as a benchmark price as a fundamental condition for open agriculture trade and vending of mandis. For years, farmers have demanded statutory support price for their produce from the government. There is a need to restore the shaken confidence of the agrarian sector. In order for that to happen, the government of India needs to give an ironclad guarantee on holding the price line 100% over and above the inflation linked cost of production to the primary producer. and not allowing any player to offer a price below line to them. Only such a guarantee will ensure the confidence of the farmer in the system. Thank you.